Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to set up your virtual device, create your first Cordova project, and then how to run your Cordova project against that virtual device. So for starters, what we need to do is launch the Android Virtual Device Manager, and that can be done by typing Android space AVD in your terminal, and it'll open up this little window right here. When you initially get to this page, you won't have anything listed, but because this computer is slow, I went ahead and did some of the steps. So when you go to create a new one, you click Create. I'm going to edit it, which is the same screen, it's just filled out already. Give your AVD a name. It doesn't really matter what name. Select the type of device that you would like your virtual device to be. I selected a Nexus 4. Select your target API level. Right now I'm targeting API level 19, which is Android 4.4.2. Make sure your CPU is set to Intel Atom x86. You can select hardware keyboard present. This will allow you to utilize your keyboard attached to your computer instead of having to type through the virtual device's software keyboard. Set the skin to no skin. And then configure your memory options, and then you've got your heap here, and then you can set some internal storage and SD card storage. Alright, make sure also that you select use host GPU to make your device run a little bit better, and once you're done, click OK, and then you've got a virtual device configured. So once that's done, you can launch your virtual device by selecting it and clicking Start. Optionally, when you run Cordova's run Android, when you run that from the terminal, it will try to start an emulator for you if there's not one already visible or already present. As you can see, we've already got one present here. So what I'm going to do is CD back to the desktop, and we're going to remove that directory. Alright, so to create your first Cordova project, you can just type Cordova create hello world, which is the name of our directory that we want our project to live in. And then we need to give a package name, which is typically in the form com.something.something. I'm just going to call mine com.test.hello-world. If I could type hello world, and then give our app the name hello world. Hit enter. It's going to create this directory, and it's creating it off of our desktop at the moment. So once it's been created, I'm going to go ahead and CD to our Hello World directory, and I'm going to go ahead and launch it, and I'm just going to open it in the terminal just so I can show you a few things. So for starters, we'll notice the platform says nothing in it. We're going to add the Android platform in just a moment. The directory that we really work out of is the www directory. You'll notice there's CSS files, here's an image folder. We have an index.html, and then we have some JavaScript. This is just a boilerplate that Cordova put in for you, but this www folder is really your working directory, and then Cordova takes those files and wraps them into an app for Android or Windows or iOS. Alright, so we noticed we didn't have platform for Android. Let's go ahead and close this window, and I'll close that window too, actually, and that one. Should probably start closing these windows. I have so many windows open. Okay, I'm just going to jump back to it over here. Alright, so we noticed we were missing the Android platform. Let's go ahead and add that, and to do that, all you have to do is Cordova platforms add Android. And so we'll go ahead and add the Android platform to my project because I'm inside the Hello World folder. So Cordova already knows what to do. Once that's done, we can then go ahead and type cordova run Android. So once we have Android in our package, we can go ahead and run it. What this will do is build the default Cordova application and deploy it to our virtual machine or virtual device. Give it just a moment, and it should recognize the virtual device and deploy our app to it. Any moment now. Alright, it says installing app on emulator, and you noticed it popped open. This is the default project, just a nice little screen that says Apache Cordova and devices ready. So, in this video we created our first virtual device, our first Cordova project, and we were able to add the Android platform to our project and then run our project on the Android virtual device. In the next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add the iOS platform and how to test against the iOS simulator.